Hello everyone, good morning. Let's talk about ZS-40. Let's talk about MPE. MIDI Polyphonic Expression. How you can take a polyphonic patch on the ZOIA and turn it into an MPE polyphonic patch, which is what I did with the very excellent ZS-40 made by Christopher H.M. Jacques. I have here this patch. I'm going to switch over to the original. Let's just do a quick overview of how polyphony, normal polyphony, single channel polyphony works on ZOIA. Basically, you have a round-robining MIDI module receiving on channel 1. Receiving on channel 1, 4 outputs with a round-robin configuration. And what that means is every time I press a note, it's going to go out on a different gate and note output on this round-robin. These each go to one of the voices, which are just copies of the same oscillator and envelope and filter configuration. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is how we get polyphony. Ta-da! Polyphony. Now, if I wanted to have independent pitch bend and channel pressure control over those voices, the main change I need to make is I need multiple MIDI modules receiving on different channels, and I need a controller that works with MPE, which I've set up this fretboard on the Joué to do that MPE business. What it is doing is it is sending each additional voice out a separate MIDI channel, so that if I want to control the pitch or the channel pressure independently, I can. So each of these MIDI inputs is on a different channel. Channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, channel 5, and each of these pitch bends is also channel 2, channel 3, and so on. Same with the channel pressures. And that's basically all there is to it. Depending on your controller, you may be able to configure which channels it uses. On the Joué, you can set it to use channels 1 through 8 or channels 9 through 16. Or if you're really going for it, you can use channels 1 through 16. It will reserve one channel. In this case, it's reserving channel 1 for global messages. And then channels 2 through 8 are reserved for each individual voice. There is one downside to the way the voices are allocated to the different channels relative to the round robin that the ZOIA does. So on this controller, I do not know if they all behave the same way, but it does not round robin automatically. It will only increment the MIDI channel if there's no other channels available. So if I release the one that's on channel 1, or channel 2 I guess is the bottom one, then the next note I press is going to go to that open channel, the lowest open channel. Always go to the lowest open channel. What that means is that if you have a long release on your patch, and you're playing staccato, you will get note stealing, voice stealing. And that's the way it is. You could get around that maybe by configuring that bottom channel to work with a round robin. You'd need to add more voices, which obviously I don't have CPU here for. I had to sacrifice the plate reverb in favor of two reverb lights, because adding these additional modules took up enough CPU that I just didn't have room for that anymore, that plate reverb. Other than that, it's pretty sweet. So I hope to see more MPE patches making their way to patch storage. If you don't have a MPE controller, consider getting one. They're super fun. All right, that's it. Thank you, everyone. Party on.